Hello everybody, my name is Zach Hartley and welcome back to another weekly watch list video. In this one, I'm going to share with you the stocks that I am watching in the week ahead, as well as how I feel about the economic conditions. Here's everything you need to know. Let's go. Okay, so this is a stock I've talked about for the last few weeks. It is Udemy. This is what the chart looked like when I told you I had taken a position. And this week, this is what the chart looks like. As you can see, we fell all the way down to $8.99, but on Thursday and Friday, we had some really good days. We're starting to rebound back. We're at $9.88. I am buying into Udemy on this bounce off of support. It fell through a little bit further than I had anticipated, but Thursday and Friday looked pretty good. We will have to see how Monday and Tuesday go to start next week. This week, though, I also took positions in Mosaic, a fertilizer company, in Shopify, and in Google. If you want to see any of that analysis or those trades, you can check out my Discord chat with the link in the description to this video. But let's dive into the market conditions. First things first is the NASDAQ. As you can see, we've been trading in a bit of a bearish trend over the last basically month. All of February was bearish, and then these last 2 days were two very strong days for the NASDAQ. Very nice to see. The S&P 500, again, sort of the same thing. Very strong day. We haven't broken through 4,100 yet, but we're getting pretty close to it. And when it comes to the Dow Jones here, it looks like we have bounced off the same level of support that we found back in December. So we're basically trading within a channel right now, and what I am watching for a strong bullish sign is a breakout of 34,500. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, it was a rough week for Bitcoin. We had a pretty big drop here. I want to say that happened on like Wednesday or Thursday, and I believe it was mostly caused by another company going insolvent because of what has happened in the crypto markets. However, it does look like we could possibly have started to form a bullish trend line right here with a little bit of support. We have consecutively higher lows as long as where we are at right now holds up, which could mean it is a buying opportunity. If it fell below support or below like 21,500, that would be a strong bearish sign and you would want to get out of that position. But as of right now, I don't see this as a terrible time to maybe pick up a little bit of Bitcoin. Now, when it comes to market conditions, we've got a couple things going on. Number one, I've talked about this a little bit so far. Inflation is not going down as quickly as we had hoped. This is super important because it means that interest rates are probably going to be higher for a little bit longer, and there might be a little bit more pain in store. We will have a little bit more sense of what's going to be happening at the next Federal Reserve meeting in the United States. That is taking place about 2/3 of the way through this month, in about 2 weeks here on March 21st and 22nd. But we do have CPI that is coming out next week, and we also have employment that is coming out on Friday. So those are two major factors that the Fed is going to use to make their decisions on. We're going to get that information in the next 1 to 2 weeks here. So that's going to be very exciting because it's going to give us kind of an idea of what is happening and what we can expect from the Fed. We also have Jerome Powell testifying on Tuesday and Wednesday. So that's going to be really interesting to see what he has to say there. Now, when it comes to stocks this week, I've got a bunch that I want to show you. First one here is really unique. I would not recommend this for a long-term hold. I'm thinking there might be a day trade or a short-term swing trade here. The company is called Ad Astra. They're based in Langley, BC here in Canada, and the company has put out some of the wildest press releases that I've ever seen over the last few weeks here, including one where they're going to, and hopefully I can say this on YouTube, but they're basically going to start selling cocaine to other authorized dealers. Like, look into it, do your own due diligence, do your own research, but there's probably going to be a lot of hype and attention around this stock next week. As you can see, there was a whole lot of attention and hype around it on Friday when these news releases went out. So if you're looking for something entertaining to trade, start with this one. But if you're looking for a real opportunity here, Coursera is one that is on my list. I've been following Coursera and Udemy for like 6 to 9 months so far, and neither of them have performed very well. However, we're starting to trade sideways on both of these stocks, and I think that is the first sign before we start to trade in a bullish direction. The reason I say that is because both of these companies are good, both these companies are growing, more and more people are getting access to the internet, which means the customer base for both of these stocks is growing exponentially. And so I think personally there's a huge opportunity in Coursera and Udemy over the long term. Now it's just about trying to find the right entry point. With Coursera, I am interested in it right now because I think we have found support around $11. We tested that level in December. Looks like we're bouncing off of it on Friday of last week. So I like Coursera. I think there could be an opportunity going into the week ahead. You set a stop loss at, let's call it $10.50. Hopefully you can get in before $12 here. You got $1.50 downside, and you've got like a $4 to $5 upside. So I just like the trade more than anything else. Palantir is also another stock that has been trading bearishly for like a year to a year and a half. It was as high as like $36 or $38. it dropped all the way down to $5.84, and now it looks like we're starting to form a bit of a bullish trend. You can see we have consecutively higher lows. We're also trading above our moving average. We've broken out of the resistance line. We've got some volume coming in here. So I like Palantir. I think there's some very positive signs with regards to the technical chart. I also think the company is growing fairly fast and they have nice cash flow. They have not hit some of their targets, but I do think the company is going well, and there are certain economic and world events that could make their product in very high demand, so it could be a good hedge as well. Now, next company here is Pepsi. I've highlighted Pepsi before because we're trading in this channel. We bounced off of support right here and we started to move higher, and now we've come right back down to the same level of support here, and it looks like we could be bouncing off of it. I am looking for the bounce trade off of support back up to resistance here, but if it falls through support, that would be your exit. That's where you want to have a stop loss and you want to get out of it quick if you're swing trading. Last two stocks that I want to share with you here are Johnson & Johnson. Johnson & Johnson has fallen, I was just four Johnsons, but the company has fallen off a cliff from 180 down to 151 here, the same level of support that it found at the beginning of basically 2021. So definitely something that you might want to keep an eye on here. We are at previous support levels from like 2 years ago. The company is still good. The dividend is still good. And the stock has significantly pulled back. And I think we could see a nice little pop for a short-term trade. And lastly here is Wayfair. I pointed out Wayfair on this crazy run up that we had from $30 to like $75 here in just a matter of a month. We have almost come all the way back down to this exact same level here of support, and what we would be watching for is a breakout of this 44-45 level here. If you see that, it could be the start of another bullish trend. Now, if you guys are interested in seeing any more content from me or learning how to do this for yourself, definitely check out my courses. I have a day trading course linked down below, as well as a free stock market fundamentals course that is hosted on Skillshare. If either of those sound like things that you might be interested in, check out the links down below. And if you want to see my trades and my analysis on a real-time basis, on a daily basis, definitely check out that Discord chat, also linked down below. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Good luck trading, good luck investing, and we'll talk to you soon.